welcome back to the channel. So we haven't actually picked up the camera for a few days, probably like a week or so, only because we spent a lot of the time then cleaning down the house, cleaning the van, packing the van, which just seemed to take days and days. But then we headed down to Benidorm and we spent 2 nights down there.
I should just say as well, I think on the last vlog, I did promise that our next vlog would be in Benidorm and we'd take you around Benidorm and we'd all go and see Sticky Vicky together. Obviously that hasn't happened. We didn't film anything in Benidorm. We were a bit busy.
We failed.
We were just sorting stuff out in the van. We didn't really do a huge amount, so we didn't really film much while we were there or anything at all while we were there. So I'm really sorry for leading you down a garden path and then not taking you to Benidorm at the end of it.
Yeah, it wasn't a crazy one. We didn't spend till 4 a.m. on the strip or anything. But it was just a chilled one for us. But yeah, and then we yesterday spent 5 hours on the road and we've headed up north now to I'm gonna say they're gonna pronounce it Zaragoza.
It's Zaragoza.
Zaragoza. So yeah, we got here yesterday, kind of lunchtime, chilled out for the afternoon, and then have just got up today, got the bus and come into the centre. So we're gonna wander around and see what's here. Looking online, I think it's, again, just a lot of history, cathedrals. We'll see.
Yeah, cool. We'll throw some Zaragoza. I think we should take out Zaragoza because it feels safe to pronounce it in English rather than butcher the Spanish pronunciation of it.
Maybe.
So maybe we stick to Zaragoza for the rest of this video. And then in the comments you can tell us how it's meant to be pronounced phonetically.
Fab. Right. We'll take you around and see what we see.
Cool. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Just walked down through town and we found the cathedral. I haven't checked all this on my phone. I am not a history buff on these things. I've got to kind of read it up and then kind of recite it back to you what I'm at. This is one of the major landmarks in Zaragoza. And it was constructed between 1681 and 1872. An interesting fact about the cathedral, during the Spanish Civil War, 3 bombs were actually dropped onto this church and not one of them exploded. So it kind of remained, I think, in one piece. I have no idea what they did with the bombs. Presumably they're in a museum somewhere or something, because that feels like a thing you would keep. Obviously once they've made safe, I guess. This feels, can you make a bomb safe? So the cathedral has 11 domes, 4 different towers, and tourists can actually climb up at least one of the towers, which will give you panoramic views of the city. I don't know if that's a thing we're going to do today or not. Maybe we'll have a look and see if it's open, and if we can, maybe we'll climb up and have a look at what the view's like. You know from our previous vlogs how much Gareth likes climbing up tall things and then being absolutely petrified when he gets up to the top and is confronted with the decisions that he's made to get him up to that point. So yeah, we're gonna have a look around the cathedral, see if we can get inside, and we'll take you around with us. Cool, so we've just come out of the cathedral. Quite obviously you weren't allowed to film in there. There were a lot of people praying. It would have felt a bit disrespectful, I think, if we had gone in with a camera and started walking around while people were kind of doing that. So yeah, obviously no footage from inside, but if you're in the area, it's worth a visit. It's really stunning.
Yeah, you just have to take our word for it.
Yeah, you have to take our word for it, but it's beautiful. So I think I'm going to carry on walking. Probably not going to get the tower. Not sure it was open. Didn't see where you could go up it.
Yeah, no, couldn't spot it. So
I didn't spot it. So we're going to carry on walking to, I don't know, Gareth's got a full itinerary planned for the day.
It's all in here. I have no idea. I'm just going to follow what I've been given. So
we're going to follow the itinerary, see where we end up.
So just while Aaron's off doing his photos around the cathedral, just thought I'd jump back on. Something changed about Aaron. I'm sure you've noticed by now. Has he just had a mad midlife crisis? Or does it work and should he keep it up? So he had his hair coloured at the barber's. Didn't tell me about it. Just came home after about 2 hours, just telling me that a huge delay. To be honest, I quite like it. It works for him. But yeah, just want to see what you guys think. Does it work? Does it not? Let us know.
How close do you want to be? What are you
Let's get in there. Let's have a look.
I assume you've been saying really nice things about it on camera.
Absolutely.
Behind my back while I was sat here looking for things for us to do.
No, looks good. Sorry,
Cool.
just kicked your foot there.
Yeah, nice. Kick it back. So we just stopped off for every
Scraping
time.
of chairs.
As soon as we start doing anything like this. So yeah, we just stopped off for a drink while we're walking around the city. And we thought we'd just kind of update you on where we're at, what our plans are for the next week and travelling home, and then what our plans are when we get back to the UK next week.
So yeah, we've headed up to Zaragoza for 3 nights. We're here until, we have to count now, we arrived here Sunday. So we're staying Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So then we leave Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then we're heading up to Harrow. We haven't been before, but my sister and brother-in-law have headed there today, and they stay there every time they kind of do this Spain trip. And it's in the Rioja region. We're not really wine drinkers, but
No, it's wasted on us.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I can drink it, and I like some. I don't think I know enough about it to know what I do and don't like about it yet.
I just don't like wine.
We'll see. So yeah, then we go in there for 2 nights. Then we've got one final stop just out of Santander on the Friday.
Yeah.
And then Ferry Saturday.
So we get back to the UK then on Sunday evening. We're going to stay a night in Portsmouth.
We get off the ferry about 8 p.m.
Yeah, what's the park up called?
It's the one at Port Solent.
Port Solent, that's
Yeah.
it.
If you've got the ferry to Spain, I'm sure you used it before. We parked up there just for a couple of hours, didn't we, before we came out?
Yeah, so we're going to stay overnight there and have dinner like when we get off the ferry. I think it'll be quite late, so I think it'll be straight to bed and that'll be us done. Rio will be knackered because he won't have slept on the ferry too much either, I expect. Monday we're going to then start driving back to the Forest of Dean where we're from, and we're going to stay in the Forest of Dean for a couple of nights. And we're going to spend that Monday night, Tuesday night, just seeing friends and family in the area that we've not seen for the last couple of months while we've been out in Spain. So basically through the spring and summer, we're going to be down in Wales in the Gower on a campsite called Kenixton. And we'll be there, I think we're going to locate there. In fact, we don't think, we are going to be located there.
Yeah, we're just going to be based there now throughout the summer this year.
It's probably through the spring and the summer for the rest of the year. So if you are in that area, you know where to find us this spring and summer. So come and say hello if you find yourself down the Gower.
Yeah, and then back to Spain.
As soon as possible. As soon as the weather starts to get a little bit cold.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, will probably be the entire summer in the UK.
Yeah, after doing a kind of a, 2-ish months now of what is winter, but in Spain, and I mean, I'm in a hoodie, but I'm outside. I'm still in shorts. But yeah, UK winter's not for us now.
So we'll be abandoning
back out here.
Right, we're going to finish these drinks and then we're going to carry on exploring the city.
Nice one.
In a bit.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but we were just in the motorhome, just watching telly, and just heard really loud banging, just constant, but to the beat, like do 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 do. And I was like, someone on site is having a good time. Kind of put my head out the door, wasn't on site. It's something outside of the campsite. So I was like, well, what's that? As anyone would, I'm sure you would. Jumped on ChatGPT. I'm staying at this campsite, I can hear drumming, anything that you might know about. Turns out Zaragoza has a big drumming community for religious festivals. So I've just kind of came out to the main road to see if I could see it, because straight opposite the campsite is kind of a big open space, which I thought they might have been on. They're not. I don't know if I'm going to see any of it. This might be completely pointless. I also can't even hear it anymore. I was debating coming out for far too long. Now it's stopped. Yeah. It's gone silent. Wow. That was a waste of both mine and yours time, so sorry about that. So nearly back at the motorhome now. And the drumming's bloody started again, hasn't it? But I can tell it's further in to the city than I'm going to bother walking tonight. So, hey ho, no idea. But now I'm nearly back at the van. Just wanted to show you. These are, it's like a little disco here. Just to help you kind of not hit the curb and make sure you stick to the road. Don't know if you can see the kind of blue flashing lights that they have everywhere. Never seen one of them before. But yeah. Right, back to the van, settle back down for the night. See you in the morning.
Hi gang, so we are back on the road after spending a couple of days in Harrow. Haven't had the camera out too much, haven't filmed loads. But yeah, it's a nice little town, it's a lovely site. We filmed a site review video, so that'll go up separately to this video, maybe in the next week or so have a look out for that. Yeah, it's lovely, nice town, nice kind of square at the top. It's the home of Rioja. So yeah, it's lovely, nice town centre. Some nice restaurants, nice bars, nice patisserie. Gareth got some cakes from yesterday, or day before. No, it was yesterday. Yeah, I got some cakes from yesterday. And then we spent most of yesterday afternoon kind of knocking around the bodegas, which are kind of off in a little section to one side of the campsite, and then the town is like the other way from the campsite. So yeah, had a few wines, had a few too many wines probably. We ended up buying a €30 bottle of sparkling wine, which was lovely, but we don't really drink it. But after a couple of glasses of it, we were like, yeah, we're going to have one of those. So yeah, we've come away with that. It's stored somewhere in the van. So we're back on the road. We're heading up towards Santander now. So we've just got a one-night stop, and then we're on the ferry tomorrow. So the rest of this vlog, I think, will be kind of like us travelling up. We're going to stop off at Campo in a second, so I might just take you around Campo, see what we pick up for lunch today, and like on the ferry, some snacks and things while we're on that. So we'll take you around Campo, and then yeah, we'll take you on the ferry with us over the next couple of days as we head back to what I'm sure will be a very sunny Portsmouth. Can't wait. It's lovely and warm here today as well. We've just gone past a temperature sign that's 25 degrees. and I imagine it's similar in the UK. So yeah, can't wait to get home. Oh, is that the bull ring?
Oh, yeah, yes, the bull
Yeah, we just passed the bull ring. Sorry, got distracted. So yeah, cool, right. Onto our campo, see you in a sec. Right, we've got an hour in solo shopping adventure, so God knows what we're going to come out with. Get away from the supermarkets with the camera angle. Don't really know what I need. Really quiet in this Alcampo. Probably don't need pants. Probably leave that bit alone. What I really want is ice cream. Okay. Off this one. Sweet aisle. Can't go wrong, surely. Crunch bar, baby. That's going in the basket. What is this? Gareth will like that. Another thing I've missed, and I'm looking forward to getting home to have again, is actual Diet Coke. So over here you obviously have Coke Light, which is not the same, but as near as you get, but also really expensive, and you don't often see it in like cafes and restaurants and stuff. You only ever really get Coke Zero. Although the caffeine-free selections are much, much better over here, so I guess that's a win. As long as it's Coke Zero, not Diet Coke. But yeah, the Coke Light is not the same. And I will be a Diet Coke bitch until I die. One other thing we are on the lookout for is anything that's gluten-free for our little niece. My sister asked if we could have a look in some Spanish supermarkets, just kind of give her some things to eat that are a bit different to the stuff she usually has. I've never really appreciated before how difficult it is for kids to be gluten-free, because everything that is targeted at kids has gluten in it. So like, there's nothing that's specifically made for children that's gluten-free. So everything's got like cartoon characters on. You think that they're going to want, which you can't have. That's a bit sad, really. So yeah, it's not been great. I found a couple of bits, not loads. I'm gonna have a look around here, as well as Mercadona, which I've also tried. Dun, 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 success! Mini dinosaur biscuits. I was just saying there's nothing aimed at kids that's gluten-free. Well, proved myself wrong. We'll grab a couple of those. Perfect.
Okay, so just picking you guys back up after another couple of days of us not picking the camera back up again. We just spent the night in a small camping car park type thing, about a quarter of an hour from the ferry port, and it was raining non-stop. So we arrived there, 4 o'clock yesterday, left there about 10 a.m. this morning to come onto the ferry, which is where we are now.
Didn't sleep much because the rain was so
Absolutely
heavy on the
hammering.
van. It was like someone's playing a drum above your head. It's horrendous.
But yeah, so that's now us. And then we got to the ferry port about 10:30. Got onto the ferry then at 11?
Yeah.
What even time are we at? It's 20 past 1.
Yeah.
I think we're moving. As you can see, we...
Got a great view.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how it's looking outside right now. But yeah, we're just setting sail. And we should get into the UK tomorrow night about 8 p.m. So it's a 31-hour crossing for us. So yeah, we're going to settle in.
We'll pick you back up when we get back to the UK.
Yeah, that'll probably be the end of this kind of series of our Spanish videos.
Yeah, because we're not in Spain anymore.
And then, yeah,
There's no probably about it.
we'll see what we get up to when we get into the UK.
Yeah, we'll pick you back up there.
Nice one.
Cool. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.